episode 171 of Anime and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Shawn.
And this is the review show that reviews anime from A to Z. Sort of.
So last week I picked the very best anime ever to exist. Shaman King.
Yeah, you have a nice little track record of picks going. This is supposed to be...
So I knew this would piss you off. Like, I knew it's so not up your alley. But it is a shonen.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great example of a really bad shonen.
Okay. Well, before we get into it, why don't you do the thing?
Shaman King, Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hiroyuki Take. Follows the adventures of Yo, Asakura, whatever. So the manga was from 1998 to 2004. The original anime was 2001 to 2002, 64 episodes. Apparently there's another run of the manga. I don't know if it was a continuation or just redone. Sometimes they do that. Yeah. I'm not going to read any further into it. So you want to find out, go to the wiki yourself. We watched the 2021 anime, 52 episodes.
Alright. So, when watching this show, I wanted to give it a fair shot. And like everything I was seeing is like, give it to like episode 7. If you're not into the show by episode
7's too many for that. I think a fair shot is 3. Honest to God.
Yeah, I know.
If you can't get my attention by 3 episodes of my time, you don't deserve it.
But there's a few animes that we covered that...
There are that do honestly get better, but you f***ed up as like a director, whoever's making it, whoever's directing it, you know what I mean? Producing it. They really f***ed up because you're screwing so many people. Like, so many people aren't going to watch it because you have to get to episode 6 or 7 or 8.
Right. And people are like, yeah, get to episode 7. If you're not into the show by episode 10, this show isn't going to be for you. And I was like, fine, I'll try and give it the 7. And I watched the second episode because we watched the first one together. And then I watched the third episode. And I watched the fourth episode. And I was just getting like, this is bad. This was just bad. Then I turned on the 5th episode. I started it. And the first thing they show me is the girl that we're introducing in the kitchen cooking and that annoying kid being super annoying saying, oh my god, you're in the kitchen! And then I was like, nope. And then I was done.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better.
No.
It's just more of the same.
So, no, I mean, this show is super annoying.
It's, I guess, for kids.
But before we go even further, because it sounds like we're wrapping up already.
Yeah, right.
Premise? Yeah, go into the premise.
It's a regular human world except for the mediums known as shamans that can see ghosts, talk to ghosts, and also let them possess them. So, like, if you were a great warrior in the past, you can possess the shaman, and then together they can sort of two consciousnesses control the shaman's body. And then, they power up and they get strong in the fight.
Right. So, like, this is one of those shows that was, 52 episodes, you said?
Yeah.
There's no seasons, so per se.
No, not at all. So
we're not going to cover the entire 52 episodes. This is one of those ones we pick a number of episodes.
True, but you started it with a cop-out.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, it's 52 episodes. There aren't actual seasons, but there kind of are. There's always story arcs. At the end of a story arc, you can kind of close
Sure,
it.
But what I mean is...
I know what you mean.
Like, we did this with Ninja Hattori.
Yes.
And Mason Ikaku.
Yep.
So there's this one of the ones that just, like, where we're not...
I'm not saying we shouldn't just pick and end it.
Right. But
I feel like we could do that with a regular season, too, though. If there's 20 episodes, 12 episodes, and it's just so ungodly bad.
Right, but, like, something with, like, Naruto, where there's clear arcs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Sure, there are clear arcs in here, but it's only 52 episodes. There's not hundreds of episodes. Yes. So there's arcs, but they're probably, like... 6 episodes tops?
And up to episode 4 at the very least, they were episodic.
Yeah, they were very episodic.
I mean, not episodic like Law & Order episodic, but they were episodic.
So this feels more like along the line something like that Nadia of the Blue Water that we watched, which was like 39 episodes, or that Moby Dick one that we stopped halfway through because it wasn't all on the website, and we were just like, we're not looking for it. But like, it's an odd number of episodes that isn't like... It's like, I never get why something's like 52 episodes.
I'd rather it be that versus always 12 or always 24. Because ideally, not in this case, but ideally, you make your story and it ends where it ends. If it happens to end at 37 episodes, then it ends at 37.
That's fair. And this is more like a shonen, so I guess they thought it might continue on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, this was released like 2 years ago, so this might not even be done.
Oh, they should have come out with more. I mean, I don't think it completed the manga, but who knows, it might have.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was all that.
So that was, and so that was part of the premise. The overall premise is the main character wants to become the Shaman King. There's a tournament once a year, once every 10 years, once every 100 years. I don't know. There's a tournament, and if you win, you become the king. What does that mean? Who knows? They didn't tell us.
Yeah, no. I mean, not in the first 4 episodes, anyway. I mean, the show is a little more bloodier than I expected it to be for a kid show.
Yeah, right? It really... There's a little... The violence isn't really an issue, but it is a bit bloody for it.
And it's also very macabre, because they're essentially kidnapping ghosts from their afterlives and forcing them to fight. It's Pokemon, only, if Pokemon were actual animals.
Yeah, but if you're a good shaman, you don't force them.
Well, that's the story, right? That's what the main character is. I'm the good one. I'm not going to force. They're our friends, just like Pokemon, It's just like, you can't be mean to your Pokemon, and that's all this is. And, other shamans want your ghost, so they come in and say, I want your ghost. And they're like, no, you're not going to have my ghost. And then, then they fight over it. Mm-hmm. Except the main character is really sucky at his job.
The main character, Yo, and then the side character, Manta, is his name, the little kid?
I guess.
I know that because I read the descriptions of the episodes after watching them just to make sure I was up to speed. Because it's kind of hard to watch. But Manta, you can't make a more annoying character.
Yeah, no.
He's annoying to look at, which is kind of like a mean thing to say, but they do it on purpose.
Yeah, it's weird, because they're all in the same grade, they're all the same age, and he's, tiny compared to his classmates.
Well, honestly, so's Yo. Yo isn't as tiny as him, but compared to the classmates, he's half their size.
Yeah, and it's stupid.
It doesn't make any sense. I guess we got to the art. The art style's beautiful, except for when it isn't. And when it isn't, is typically drawing all the different main characters and supporting cast.
Well, the art is bad when it's stylized. Mm-hmm. The tiny character and, Yo and stuff like that, when it's compared to the normal beautiful art, it's just bad.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
The backgrounds are great. The fight scenes are great.
I mean,
animated.
It was released 2 years ago.
Yeah, sure, but they clearly put money in it. They could have chosen the cheap out, and they didn't.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's easier to do great art these days than it was 10 years ago. So,
but it is funny how it's and you can't blame the studio that made the anime because the manga artist is the one that drew the characters.
Yeah, no.
So clearly the studio has the chops to make it look great, but there's only so much you can do when you're told to draw a character a certain way.
Apparently, the show has an audience. This is a remake of an original anime. This isn't adapted from just straight from a manga. This is something that must have been money in it. So, but I go back to the macabre thing because it's not like they're just choosing random ghosts. They bring back the ghost of Bruce Lee. That feels a little sacrilegious. You know what I mean?
It's kind of funny.
It is to a point, but it's almost like it feels wrong that they're doing this. If it makes sense,
yeah.
Even though, Bruce Lee decided he's going to be her Pokemon at the end of that episode. Even though he was tortured for 40 years by her, but whatever.
Hey, you go with what you got. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Step on me, Mom. You couldn't even finish the line.
Yeah, I know. It's not where I thought you were going with that, but okay.
Overall, it's not good. I don't really know who it's for.
Oh, by the way, to be fair, we only watched 4 episodes.
Yeah, but overall, of 4 episodes, again, one more than I think you should ever have to watch to see if you like something.
Yeah, no, literally, I'd never just stop like that. Stop at when an episode starts, and it was just so annoying and so bad that I'm like, nope. It's almost like walking out of the theater. You know what I mean? Which I've never done.
I don't think I've ever done it either.
But I've known people who have.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Marcus has done it once or twice.
Why?
Because he's a movie nerd. You know how he is.
No. I paid to watch a movie. I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, well, fandoms. But it's one of those things. But I was it was so annoying and so bad. And we didn't even. Was that kid who was collecting the bad kid, the souls in the second episode? Was he the brother? Do you think that was the brother that was kidnapped in the beginning? His twin.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he's just a rival.
Yeah, because apparently there was twins. It was very bloody.
The very beginning of the first episode.
Very bloody. It's twins.
And let's murder the twin.
Yeah. The parents would murder the twin because apparently they're going to bring back a demon or something. And then a demon shows up, takes the one twin, and said, I'll be back for the other twin later. Why?
Plot?
Okay, I guess that's our show.
Oh, well, he has to get strong enough, become the Shaman King, and then he's going to take him. Because then he'll have the power. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but he kidnapped the child. So is the child's
the child's the chosen one or whatever.
Yeah, I guess, but he's got to be the child's got to be the Shaman King, not him.
I don't know.
We didn't get that far. Like I said, it was too annoying.
Yeah. The Manta, they specifically drew him to be annoying, and they specifically made his voice annoying. They specifically made all of his dialogue annoying. His character in every way is annoying, and it's like, even if you're a child, you're supposed to not like this guy.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing: we say it's annoying, but Japan, he's probably hilarious.
What?
Because you know how Japan is with their comedy. Because that's the comedy character in this.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Constantly freaking out over the same thing. Like, oh my god, ghost. Oh my god, ghost. Oh my... Okay, it's like the 7th time you've seen a ghost in the past 2 days.
You say that. You say, oh my god, ghost. Oh my god, ghost. But and the 5th time that he says that to one of the ghosts, and the ghost says, oh, you catch on quick. It's like, what? No, he doesn't.
Alright.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to
add? I wish I had more to talk about, but we only watched 4 episodes, and I don't have any... And I could just sit here and complain how annoying it is for the next 5-6 minutes, but...
Yeah, I feel you.
But I think we got our point across. So...
I click off that wiki. It's like a 2. It's not the worst thing I've ever watched. Sure, shit ain't the best.
I don't want to give it a 2 because I didn't give it enough of a chance, so I'll give it a 3.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't... Like, who knows? Maybe after episode 7 it really does get really good.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it, but the characters are too annoying. I don't think they're going to tone them down either, so...
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to do this live? Or do you want to pause? He hasn't picked his pick for category T yet.
Yeah, so, like, we're still in our picking phases of this, because it's taken us 14 years to get through this.
Well, I mean, it takes about half a year.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like we've been doing this for a long time now.
Well, there was a lot that 2 seasons.
Yeah. And so we're on T, and, like, I haven't... There's over 100 anime in this category alone, and I think I've heard of like 4 of them. And
a couple of them are odd, because like The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, it's an anime remake of The Wizard of Oz, and then there's another one. I clicked on it. Where is it? The Legend of Zorro. It's The Legend of Zorro, the movies, but as an anime. It's like I don't know if it was originally an anime or not.
You know what else?
You know what I mean? Because that looked old.
Yeah, but you know what else is weird? There's like Transformers. The 80s cartoons in this. The original Generation 1 Transformers is in there. Yeah, that's the original Transformers.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's an anime, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. I never thought of it. It was an American cartoon in the 80s.
Was it?
Yeah, it was made specifically because of toys.
But was it American?
Oh, I don't know if it was American.
That's my point. It was an American cartoon. Sure, we all watched it when we were kids, but like, was it American or did they just dub it and not tell us? We'll have the answer for you next time.
We won't, because we never do research.
I wasn't planning on actually finding it.
I didn't think so. That's why I wanted to clarify. But, like, yeah. So, like, there's a bunch of weird stuff in there. Like, the ones that I know of are, like, there's the new Trigun, which me and you are both like, we don't want to... It's not that we think it's going to be bad. We don't want to be disappointed, I think is what it is.
Yes, I'm Googling it now.
So... And then I've also heard of Tokyo Ghoul. Shawn says he's watched it but doesn't remember it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Scrolling up. So,
it's a joint American-Japanese franchise. Hasbro made the toys, and then Japan kind of jumped on board with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more why it would be in this. But yeah, and like obviously, if you've heard of Tenchi Muyo, we both seen that.
Watched that when we were kids.
Yeah, on Toonami, but no, thank you. So yeah,
the second season to that time, I got reincarnated as a slime.
I hated that anime. You hated that anime. So I guess instead of doing this live on screen, because there's so many anime, we're gonna pause here. And we're back. So we went through the list. I mean, there's a few things in there that we were looking at. There was some disaster one. That was 11 episodes, so I can't remember the title. So
yeah,
that's why that one's not got picked. Rising of the Shield Hero, Shawn says, was pretty good, but he's seen it, so
yeah. So
we settled on Tokyo Revengers because neither one of us has seen it, and it looks interesting.
All right.
So it's action drama, schools, shonen, supernatural. It's 24 episode first season. It's got a 10 episode second season. We're just going to do the first season, though. And take it away, Shawn!
Takemichi Hanagaki. I think it's his second year of middle school was the highest point of his life. He had respect, a gang of friends he could count on, and even a girlfriend. But that was 12 years ago. Not reading anymore. something tragic death. 12 years ago, he meets a girl's little brother. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a huge paragraph.
Yeah, it's probably spoilers.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, so this is what we're gonna go with. We're probably gonna hate it because that seems to be our luck. But
unfortunately,
that's what we do. So until next time,
see ya.
Bye.